Hello everybody, this is ACHAIA Akai, and I'm bringing you another shoutcast of the SU2 beta. This is a 1v1 game that is played on Steps of War, which is actually one of my personal favorite 1v1 maps. It's not built for 4 people, it's only built for 2 people, so when you spawn you know where your enemy is going to be, and it's basically a straight shot. There's not any crazy paths to try to get to your enemy or anything like that, so you basically just have a ramp down into your natural expansion here, which has another 8 minerals to it, Vespine geysers, and then straight down through the middle here you see some line of sight blockers, and you can just basically move up in the ramp and then to your enemy's expansion right there, and then up the ramp into his main. So not a huge map, and like I said, it's a 1v1 map, so you know where your enemy spawns when the game starts. And this is actually going to be a game between TeamEG and KHB, spawning as the blue Zerg here in the lower left hand corner. Now I'm not sure exactly who KHB is, to be honest. I don't know if that makes me a noob or whatever, but I have seen some of KHB's games and they have all been pretty high quality from what I've seen, so I'm excited to see what he does in this game here. And it looks like he is going to go for a little bit more econ heavy build. He does already have 13 drones, and it looks like he is sending one out to scout right now. He did get the second overlord before spawn pool, so we're not going to see any kind of early cheese with like a 10 pool or anything like that. TeamEG, meanwhile, blocking off the entrance to his base. He does have one supply depot up and a barracks going down right now. And actually, it looks like KHB going for a fast expansion, so going for a very heavy econ build. It looks like he wants to try to get the economic advantage on his teammate as early in the game as possible. So that second hatchery is going to help out with that a lot, especially once he gets drones up and mining it. Although it looks like TeamEG is sending out his SCV to scout. He is probably going to see this. Yeah, he does spot the extra hatchery, so he is aware that he is fast expanding. And I'm not sure how he's going to respond with this right now. He does have one barracks building one marine right now, and building another supply depot. So he is going to do a hard wall off, and it looks like the spawning pool is about halfway done for KHB as well. So I'm guessing he will be able to get... Oh, and it looks like TeamEG sending out some SCVs. I'm not sure if he's going to use these to attack that extra hatchery. He does have one SCV there right now as it is. Although it is not attacking and it's not building a bunker or anything like that as of yet. So I'm not sure what we're going to see. We do see some drones, and he is going to put down a bunker right at the entrance where this fast expansion is. And the drones coming out frantically trying to attack this SCV and take it down. One marine joining the mix trying to take down those drones. The drones backing up, and it looks like the SCVs are able to take down the spine crawler that he was trying to build. And the marine just trying to run away. There's no drones mining right now. KHB pulls all of his workers off so that he can hold off this bunker rush, and gets a couple Zerglings out as well. So he is able to take these down, and immediately the drones go back to work. Although the bunker is going down, and he does have 2 Marines inside the bunker. Only one SCV left to repair it, but that SCV is going to die very soon, and this bunker is very low on health already. And it looks like they are going to be able to mop this up, taking down the Marines. So it doesn't look like that was too effective. He did stop the Zerg player from mining for a little bit, but at what cost? He did lose 6 SCVs of his own, as well as a bunker and a couple of Marines. So, and it looks like KHB is going to move out with the Zerglings that he does have. He has 6 Zerglings, which are in pretty good health, moving up here. And it looks like he's going to back off, although it seems... No, okay. Yeah, just based on the way it looked when I didn't have that building selected, it seemed like the Zerglings might have been able to fit right through there, but apparently not. When you select it, you can see the selection circle does come right up to the edge of that base. So that is a hard wall off. Zerglings cannot get through there, so he's going to be forced to back off, because even 1 or 2 Marines behind that with 1 SCV repairing is going to be able to hold it off without any problems. And KHB continuing to macro up his drones. He does not have a lot of forces as of right now. As you can see, he's only got 6 Zerglings, and if we look on the production overlay here, we can see that he's producing primarily drones right now. And it does seem that TeamEG, I'm sorry, I totally forgot their name for a second, but TeamEG is going for factory, and actually 2 factories coming out from them right now. He is adding a tech lab to one of them, so we may see some siege tanks and or Thors pretty early in the game here, unless he's just, okay, no, he is actually using that to get the Infernal Pre-Igniter, which will let it do extra damage. The Thermal Lances from the Hellions do extra damage against light units, so against Zerglings and Miners, that's going to be extremely effective. And it looks like KHB getting an Overlord up here, and I don't know if he did see that. Let's take a look here. He does see that he has an early factory, so KHB aware of what TeamEG's tech is, and he moved that Overlord back pretty quick as soon as he spotted it. So I'm not sure if TeamEG is even aware that this particular move he's making has been spotted. And he does have a reactor on the second factory, so he's going to be producing double the Hellions out of that as well. So he's going very, very heavy on the Hellions right now. Meanwhile, KHB is setting up some spine crawlers on the front of his base to protect against that, hoping that that will be enough to hold off these Hellions. Even if they try to do a run-by, he's got the Zerglings trying to block this ramp here. So that should be enough, and even a fourth spine crawler going down. So KHB very, very defensive playing right now. And it looks like he is upgrading his hatchery to a lair, possibly going to get some Hydrotech or Mutalisks. Also, one thing that I have found recently works exceedingly well against Terrans, especially Terrans that play very, very heavy bio builds, is Infestors with the fungal growth ability, which what it does is it basically stops the units that it's cast on from moving, and it does damage over time, much like Plague did in StarCraft 1. It doesn't deal as much damage as Plague did in StarCraft 1, but the other bonus to it is if you do cast it, it does not take it down to 1 hit point. If it does enough damage to actually kill the unit, it will kill the unit. It won't just take it down to 1 hit point and leave it. And it looks like all the Hellions trying to move up in here, and he's able to one-shot all those Zerglings pretty much, and he does get to run by there, and the drones are having to come out, and a Baneling's Nest coming now for the Zerg player. It looks like he's going to be able to take down a good number of drones here. These Banelings, these Hellions, this one's got 2, 1, 6 for this one, 3 for this one. He does manage to take down one of the Queens, so KHB effectively is now down to 1 base, and these Hellions are going to move in here, and it looks like they're going to try to take out the tech for the Baneling Nest right now, and a couple Zerglings spawning, of course, having no chance against those Hellions. Moving the last few of his drones over to this expansion, and it looks like KHB is putting down even more spine crawlers, and is now going for a spire as well, now that he sees that his opponent has primarily ground-only army, and it looks like even amongst the rest of the army that he's moving out right now with his Marauders and Hellions, he's only got 3 Marines in the mix. So very, very little anti-air from TeamEG right now. So Mutalisks could be a very, very good counter to what he's facing right now. And it looks like he did lose the Baneling's Nest, and KHB is in danger of losing his spawning pool as well, which wouldn't hurt him too bad immediately, just because he is going for the Spire, and he does already have the Spire building. So he wouldn't necessarily need a spawning pool immediately unless he wanted to start going back to the Zergling tech. But he is not going to produce a Roach Warren either, which can be very, very useful against Marines and sometimes against Marauders, depending on how they're handled. And it looks like TeamEG is going to be expanding himself, taking his natural base, and it looks like there is nothing that KHB can do to stop this. Although a Baneling Nest is going up again. I'm not sure why he's building a Baneling's Nest. Excuse me, I can't talk. A Baneling's Nest, because he does not have a spawning pool. So the let's see here, the 3 Zerglings that he has right now are the only Zerglings that he's going to be able to morph into Bane.